a lot of time ago. I'm here since 1990, so a lot of time.
So a long time ago, we'd say.
A long
So I
time.
moved here a long time ago. Okay,
Yeah.
great. And Zoila, what do you like to do for fun? What do you do for fun?
For fun, well, I read. I like a lot to walk, different things.
Okay, so you like to walk?
Yeah,
Is nice. And do you like to go hiking as well, or do you just like to walk?
yeah. No, last is
Okay,
no, just to walk.
okay, okay, good. And Nihan, Nihan, what about you? What else do you do besides watch the World Cup?
Yeah, actually, I'm a really big movie fan.
Nice.
I like cinephile, and I watch lots of movie for fun. Some of them I share with my friends.
Cool. That's awesome. That's a great thing to do. I like watching movies as well. Um, do you have a favorite movie, Nihan?
Actually, I have a favorite director, which
Okay.
is Lars von Trier. He's my favorite
I'm not
director.
sure if I'm.
Have you ever seen Dogville?
I don't think so. Dogfield?
Dogville. Let me type it.
Dogville.
Yes, you have to
No.
see it.
Okay, can you
I
write it, the title, in
Yeah,
the chat
okay.
box?
Yeah, I've already did it. Uh, I have seen more than, I don't know, 10,000 movies, but it's my favorite. But it's really
Wow.
hard to pick your favorite ones, you know. If you saw a lot of movie, it's
Yeah.
really hard to find the best one.
Yeah, definitely. Dogville. With Nicole Kidman. When was it made?
Beginning of the 2000s, I guess. I
In
have to check it.
2003. Okay, interesting. And Lars von Trier.
Yep.
Cool. I'll have to check it out. A woman in the... Okay,
You,
awesome.
you,
And
you
what
wouldn't
a...
be
Huh?
regret. You wouldn't be
Yeah,
regret. I assure you.
you won't regret it. You won't regret it, I assure you.
Okay.
We would
Okay.
say. So
Okay.
you won't regret it. Zoila, what about you? Do you have any favorite movies or favorite genres?
Just a minute. Yes, but I prefer to see a lot of television, to watch television, and in this time that summer, I prefer to go outside than to be
Okay.
to watch movies or so on.
Okay, good. And so you said you prefer watching television. What shows do you watch?
Ah, different things. I like a lot thrillers, for example, or to see different programs about political things or economical matters, etc.
Okay, so politics or economics.
Yes.
Really cool. And so it looks like it might just be us in class right now. I think let's get started with class
What
then.
about you, Joshua? Sorry to interrupt, but could you please introduce yourself briefly? Because it's my first
Yeah,
time. It has been a long, more than a year. I was on WorldLink, but
okay.
with you, it's my first class.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so my name's Joshua, or Josh, and I like to travel around. I live in Costa Rica, but I'm living in Brazil right now until the end of the month, I guess. Um, I like movies, I like reading, I like writing, I like teaching English. I teach a lot of English. Yeah, I surf, play soccer. That's pretty much it. Um,
Cool.
and movies. I think my favorite movie might be In Bruges. In
In
Bruges.
Bruges was my maybe the first 20th movie. It was
Your
cool.
first what movie?
My, how can I say? It's my top 20 movies.
Nice, awesome. Yeah, it's a really good movie.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. But yeah, then that's about it. And so let's get started with today's class. And so it was going to the bank was what it was originally. I just made a new lesson about traveling. So I don't think either of you have seen going to the bank. So we can do that, or we can do traveling. It's up to you guys. What would you like to do?
Mm, It's up to Zolia. I don't like traveling. I don't like the sketch about the bank. Let's
Okay.
pick. Maybe you can pick it.
Okay, Zuela, do you have a preference? Zuela?
Yes, I like traveling, and I like too much because I am always traveling. For example, in 2 weeks, I will go to Barcelona for 1 week,
Nice.
and after I will go 2 weeks to Dublin,
Okay.
and
Cool.
in October I'm going to Peru for 3 weeks. So I like a lot.
Gosh.
And
It's a
for the
lot.
banks, I work in a bank, so
Ah, wow. So both of them are pretty good.
All the
so
questions.
I can't avoid.
Yeah. Okay, so well, let's stick with traveling then, for now. And so let's have Nihan, can you read the title and the next
Traveling the
couple of
world.
lines?
Traveling the world. Today we will learn travel vocabulary, discuss traveling to different countries, talk about how to use public transportation.
Yeah, talk about how to use public transportation. Perfect. That sounded good. Great pronunciation. Let's go to the next page. Nihan, can you ask Zoila the first questions?
Okay,
We already kind of know.
let me help with your name's pronunciation. Zoila? How can
Yes,
I
it's
pronounce?
perfect, Soila.
Okay, Zoila. Do you
Mhm.
like to travel, Zoila? Why or why not? We already know the answer, but why do you like to travel?
Yes, yes, I like a lot to travel. I like to I like a lot to take planes to go to different places to know different cities, and I do it frequently. I
Okay,
like
then
it above all because I like to, for example, to know people, local people, to do some shopping, to know architectural places of every city, above all because in Europe there are a lot of things to know, historical things, etc.
I see. Do you
Nice.
travel because of your work, Zoila?
No. I
Just for
travel
fun.
because yes, for just for fun.
Oh, okay, I see.
Awesome. Wow. And so, Nihan, I think you said you don't like to travel, but why don't you like to travel?
I'm not sure, but because of my parents' job, we have been not traveling, but stayed different cities in Turkey. This is our 27th city that we have living, and I don't like to move anywhere. I don't like to pack baggage and live like in your baggage. I like my
Yeah.
slipper near my couch. I don't know. I don't like traveling,
Okay.
but because of my job, I traveled a lot for business.
Okay, my job. Nice. Okay, and what do you do for work? You said you're in business. What do you do for work?
I'm not working right now. I quit 2 weeks ago. I will take. I took another offer, and it will start at the end of the August. But I was in an import and export department with the different companies.
Nice. Congratulations on getting a new job and quitting your old job. That's always exciting.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. And that's actually a really good reason for not liking traveling, is traveling a lot when you're younger,
Yeah.
with your parents.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. And Nian, can you ask Zoila the next question?
Okay, which she's the only one who likes traveling. What's the best place you have traveled, and why did you like it so much?
I like all places I have been to, and I like, for example, Malta. I have been there 3 or 4 times, and I like to go frequently to Paris because it's near Milan. So I take the train, and I'm there in 3 hours, so it's easy.
Nice. Okay, I like to go to Paris frequently because it's close to Milan.
Yes,
Can you
yes.
repeat that whole sentence one more time?
I like to go to Paris frequently because it is close to Milan. Okay.
Yeah, perfect. And we'd also say I like all the places I've been to. So just the article. But really good job with your present perfect. That's awesome. So I've been to, I have been, really impressive. And Zoila, can you ask Nihan the next question?
Okay. What's the worst place you have traveled to? Why didn't you like it?
Okay. Actually, I think Istanbul is the most beautiful city in the world, in my opinion. But it's really the worst place that you would like to take a vacation, because it's really crowded, and you cannot use your car. You cannot find any parking space while you are using your car. It's more than I guess 12 million population, and
Wow.
it's really, really crowded. Sometimes you cannot find suitable public transportation to go to somewhere else. But I cannot say Istanbul is a messy city. But for choosing a traveling plan, it's really you have to think twice.
Okay. Yeah, so you have to plan ahead maybe. Okay, good. Really good answer though. So Istanbul. Okay, and yeah, does anybody have any questions on this page? Any questions?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to the next page. And Zoila, can you read the title and the directions?
Yes. Vocabulary. Read the words. After, choose one and use it in a sentence.
Good. Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nihan, can you read the first 3 words?
Okay. Check-in, take-off, route.
Perfect. Great pronunciation. And Zoila, can you read the next 3 words?
Yes. Hostel, hotel, and sightseeing.
Perfect. Great job. Really good reading, both of you. Nihan, what about the last 3 words?
Suitcase, subway, hitchhike.
Perfect. Again, really great job, Nihan. Okay, and yeah, does anybody have any questions about any of these words?
Yeah, take-off maybe.
Okay. And Zoila, do you know what takeoff means?
I'm not sure, but it's about plane, when the plane take off.
Yeah.
No? Yeah.
Yeah, when the plane leaves the
take a
ground.
plane. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you take off. Any other questions about any of these words?
Hitchhike.
Okay. And yeah, Nihan, do you know what hitchhike means?
Kind of try to run on the mountains or something, maybe with your bicycle.
Yeah.
Not quite. So that's hiking. So hiking is when you climb mountains, when you walk
Hitchhike.
up mountains. Hitchhike is what this guy in the picture is doing. He's looking for a ride.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
so
Mm-hmm.
can you see that? He's
Yeah.
hitchhiking.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
So you usually
hitchhiking.
stick your thumb
Okay, okay.
out. Good. Okay, and any other questions on this page?
Hostel?
Hostel. Okay.
Hostel, yeah.
And Zuela, do you know what a hostel is?
Yes, it's maybe a hotel, but an economical hotel. No, I don't know.
Like pension?
Um, a pension, not quite a pension. It's like a very inexpensive place
Ah,
to
yes.
stay with maybe group rooms and lots of backpackers. So usually younger people stay in hostels. They're just like an inexpensive, economical hotel for sure. Yeah. And Wissam, welcome to class. Wissam, how are you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Okay. And so, any other questions about any of these words? Sorry?
Back
Okay.
papers?
What was that?
Back papers?
Oh,
Backpackers?
backpackers.
Backpackers?
Yeah, so a backpacker is somebody who travels around and their only luggage is what they can carry on their back.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Someone who travels
Like the
for
guy
a,
that hitchhiking one.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
is a backpacker. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions?
That's okay for me.
Okay. And so can each one of you, can all three of you choose one word and write a sentence using that word in the chat box. So write a sentence in the chat box with one of those words.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That would be an example. Awesome, Wissam. The plane will take off at 3 p.m. That's a great sentence. Okay. And so let's wait a second while everybody else finishes theirs. Nice, Soila. And Nihan. Perfect, guys. Okay, and Wissam, can you read your sentence first?
Yes, the plane will take off at 3 p.m.
Nice. Yeah, good. And I wouldn't change anything there. And the plane will take off at 3 p.m. Actually, in between there, we need the two dots. But yeah, perfect, Wissam. And Zoila, can you read your sentence?
Yes, you can take the sightseeing buses to visit the important places in the cities.
Yeah, you can take the sightseeing buses to visit the important places in the cities. We would change this part at the end. How would we change that?
Places in the
In the city? Shouldn't be plural, maybe.
Okay, yeah, you could do singular and that would work. So you could
Okay.
take the sightseeing buses to visit the important places in the city, or you
Ah,
can take the sightseeing buses to visit the important places in, you could say, in different cities.
Different.
okay.
So either would work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Can you read that sentence with the corrections one more time?
Yes, you can take the sightseeing buses to visit the important places in the city
Nice,
or
awesome
in
job.
different cities.
Perfect. And Nihan, can you read your sentence?
When we decided to route through Italy, we booked a hostel first, then we checked in we checked in a few days.
Okay, we booked the hostel first, then we checked in a few days. I think that's good.
The
When
double
we
in
decided on,
sounds weird.
the double in sounds a little bit strange, but it's not bad. When we decided on the route through Italy, we booked a hostel first, then we checked in a few days. No, that sounds good. I think that sounds normal. Really good sentence.
Okay.
Okay, and Wesam, can you read that last sentence that you wrote? Can you read the last sentence that you wrote?
Yes, I start the plan will take off at 3 p.m. and the check-in in hotel will be at 7 p.m.
Okay, and we changed that second part a little bit. Um, and so we changed the place of hotel. Where would we put hotel?
In hotel or in the hotel.
Okay, and so we'd say actually the hotel's check-in will be at 7
Mm-hmm.
p.m.
Yes.
Or you could say, and check-in at the hotel. So, and
Right.
check-in at the hotel will be at 7 p.m. Um, so, yeah, it's either one of those two. So can you read those sentences with the corrections?
Yes. The plane will take off at 3 p.m. and the hotel check-in will be at 7 p.m. And the check-in in the hotel will be at 7 p.m.
Good. Really nice job. Okay, and does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay. So hopefully that's good. You guys did a great job right there. Perfect. And let's go on to the next page. And let's have, I think Nihan's gone away. Zuela, can you try the first sentence?
Yes, I got a flat. I got a flat reserved. No,
Not quite.
I got a flat. Flat tire. No.
Hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yes.
I got a flat tire. Perfect. And what about the, perfect. And Nihan, can you try the next one?
Okay. This isn't the car I reserved
Yeah,
online.
sorry. Exactly. This isn't the car I reserved online. Perfect. Does that make sense, Nihan? I kind of ruined that for you. Sorry.
But I guess we use booked more than reserved. Reserve is kind of hotel or some fancy restaurant, but I don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah, to make a reservation. I think, yeah, you could say both. I booked online.
I booked it. You can use also booked.
Hmm. Yeah, either
Okay.
would work.
Okay.
Both are correct for sure. Wesam, what about the next sentence?
I slash my keys in my car. I locked my keys in my car.
Yeah, I locked my keys in my car. Can you repeat locked? Sorry, can you repeat locked?
Locked.
Yeah, lock. Perfect. And what about the next one, Zoila?
I ran out of gas.
Perfect. And Nihan, what about the next one?
I got into an accident.
Nice. And Zoila, no, Wesam, what about the next one?
Yes. My car is making a lot of noise.
Good. And Zoila?
My battery is dead.
Nice. And Nihan?
Can you give me a what? A dead start? No.
Not a dead start.
I would like to say fresh start.
That would work, but different in this.
No, I have no idea. I'm just totally
Jump.
lost
Okay.
now.
Jump.
Yeah,
Jump
it's jump.
start?
Yeah, jump start. Can you jump start my car?
Ah,
So when your
that's
battery is dead,
okay.
yeah, so when your battery is dead, you need to jump start your car. So you use the electricity from another car's battery, you connect it with wires, and you give it a jump start. Does
Look
that make
who's
sense?
traveler.
What was that?
Look who's traveler. I've never need any jump start.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, I guess jump starts are always miserable. They're not very fun. So it's usually when you've left your lights on. But yeah, you're lucky if you've never seen or if you've never needed a jump start. But those are some pictures of jump starts if you need them. Does anybody have any questions on this page? Any questions?
No.
It's okay.
All
Okay,
clear.
perfect. Yeah, and so let's go to the next page. Actually, let's skip this and come back to this at the end. And so let's have Wesam. Can you read this first roll?
Yes. You are a bus driver. A tourist want to see the Corcovado statue in
It's
Rio de Janeiro.
actually Corcovado in Spanish.
Corcovado statue in Rio de Janeiro. But Rio de Janeiro, I think, in Brazil or
Yes,
Argentina.
it's
I
in
think
Brazil.
in Brazil. But they pronounce the name incorrectly. Correct them and tell them how to get to the statue.
Good. And let's have Nihan. Can you try the other roll?
Okay, you're a tourist. You're asking a bus driver how to get to Corvido. He doesn't understand you. Try to explain where you want to go using other words.
Good.
Oh.
And so can you guys go ahead and play those rolls?
We can try. Sorry, sir. I would like to go to Corvito. It's a statue, but I don't know how to get there. Could you please help me, dear bus driver?
Yeah, the bus driver just want to see Corcovado statue in Rio de Janeiro. So they pronounce the name incorrectly. Correct them and tell them. Yes, okay.
Okay. So yeah, Wissam, just pretend you're the bus driver. So don't read the
Yeah.
thing. Just pretend you're that
Yes.
person.
I should
Where are you from,
resume.
sir? Are you from Brazil?
I'm from Iraq, not from Brazil.
You work in Brazil. Okay, I see.
Uh,
But you know the historical places or statues in Brazil, right? Because you're a driver.
yes, right.
So you are the one who can help me. I cannot pronounce it correctly, but it's Corcovado or something. It's a big statue and it's really famous.
Yeah,
How
it's
can I get
famous
there?
region. Uh, you can ask a guide to help you if you want.
But in that way, I have to pay it, and I don't want to pay for a guide.
Sure. You can use a map.
Oh my goodness.
Or GPS, yes. I know all of them, but I couldn't find it because I cannot pronounce it correctly, and nobody can understand me.
I understand you, but unfortunately, I'm just joined this work now. I don't know all the regions.
I see. Okay. Let me ask you the other driver. Maybe
Sure.
Zoila?
Perfect,
Ma'am?
Nihan.
You look like a really great traveler. Maybe you can help me.
Yes, yes. First of all, you have to pronounce Corcovado, and
Oh, it's really hard.
this is the easy way to have an answer for people, local people. And I think the Corcovado is in the higher place in the city, and you can see it from everywhere, from Rio de Janeiro. So it's easy to show the bus driver or the a taxi to reach Corcovado statue.
Oh, okay. Corcovado. Oh, thanks for
Corcovado.
Corcovado. Which bus I have to take? Which number? Which
I
bus?
don't know the bus, but maybe a taxi. Taxis are not too expensive. It
Oh
is
my God. The other guy just offered me take a guide and you offered me a taxi. I'm a poor student.
That was
Yeah,
Yeah, you
awesome.
in
can.
the bus station you can ask how to reach Corcovado Pau de Açúcar statue.
Aren't you working
Yeah.
in a bus driver?
Yes, or the bus station too. There are where there are the how do we say
But you can use the underground.
the yes, the underground too, but I don't think the underground arrived to Corcovado. It's too high.
I got it, yeah. Good. So you could take the subway maybe to the base. We
Mm.
would say the subway instead of the underground.
Mhm.
But good. Perfect. Really nice job. Yeah, really great work, all three of you guys. Nihan, perfect questioning. That was great. Thank you for going
And the
into
good
Zoila as
driver,
well.
the good driver don't know the place, everything.
Yeah.
But none of them helped me.
No, you're
They
gonna be
just
really
offered
terribly lost.
expensive ways.
Yeah.
But no, that was really, really good still. For sure. And does anybody have any questions on this page?
No.
Okay, no questions. Let's go to the next page. And so, Zoila, can you read the title and then the
Yes.
comic?
Comics, read and discuss. Tom, this is Kate from the office. Boy, you are a hard person to reach when you are on vacation. What do you think about this comic? Has something like this ever happened to you?
Good. And can you repeat happened? Happened?
Happened? Happened. Okay.
Happened. Okay, and good. So let's have Nihan. Nihan, what do you think this comic means? What do you think about it?
Mm. From office. Actually, I didn't get it. It's really small on my screen. I
Okay.
have to make it
I'll
bigger.
put it in Google Drive if you want to try to download it. Hold on one second. So yeah, it should be in Google Drive right now. Can you see it there?
Okay. So the guy which try to connect with what does it what does that mean?
He's holding a seashell.
Seashore, yeah. And calling to office?
I think the office is calling him.
Ah, Kate's calling him. Okay.
Yeah.
But I didn't find it really comic.
Okay. So does anybody have any ideas of why it might be funny? Does anybody know why this might be funny?
Maybe because I have this problem that frequently, sometimes people from the office call me when I am on holidays.
On
Because they
vacation.
need because they need some information. So maybe this person is in an aisle and there are no phones or cells, and he's using a seashell. I don't know.
Yeah, or no phones. I think that's a really good point.
To avoid
I think the idea of it.
the phone from office.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's trying to avoid the phone. So he's at work, or he's not at work, he's on
He's not
vacation.
aware, yes.
And
Is that a desolate island or something?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it now. Okay.
Yeah. So maybe he's at the beach or, on an
Yeah.
island where there's nothing. And work still finds a way to call him using a
Yeah.
seashell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so, Wesam, has something like this ever happened to you?
Yes.
Yes, me too.
Okay, and keep going, Wesam.
We always escape from like this situation. We take the vacation, the emails. We receive more emails and more calls because you are out of office.
Yeah.
So it's no vacation, real vacation. It's maybe part.
Yeah, exactly. So you always receive more emails, more phone calls.
Yes.
Zoid, what about you? Can you explain how this happens to you?
Yes, because I have my phone office, and but because my cell, um, I have a cell from my bank, and I see all the time the emails, and sometimes the customer calls me because sometimes they are more sure if they hear people who follows them all the time. So they say sorry, but only 1 minute.
Oh man,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, that's gotta be frustrating.
Okay. But the bank pays, so it's not a problem for me.
Nice, that is good. So the bank still pays you, and I always see emails, and sometimes the customers calls me. Yeah. So the only thing was the order of that, and if you look in the chat box, I've read a lot of what you say, sometimes with corrections. So I always see emails instead of some. I see always. I always see.
Okay.
But really good job. Good answer, Zoila. What about you, Nihan? Does this ever happen to you?
Actually, I've never shared my private mobile number with the customers or the others, but yes, from office, sometimes my previous job, my previous boss was calling to me that he already know I'm on a vacation, but
Oh no.
Yeah, I have to answer it. It's a
Hmm.
kind of arrangement between us. Because if it's not something necessary to ask, I have to answer it whatever I am on vacation or beach. Yeah, it's really annoying, but things
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah. Okay. Understandable. Awesome. Yeah, really good answers. And does anybody have any questions on this page?
Nope.
Okay. I don't think we've got anything else. So let's go back to that reading. And so let's have Wesam, can you start out and can you read the title?
Exploring Lani, Hawaii, rough roads to resorts, New York Times.
Yeah, and it's an excerpt. Um,
So
yeah. And so does anybody have any questions about the title? Any questions about the title?
What's excerpts?
Okay, it's like a small portion. So it's a
Okay.
small portion
it's for
of a larger piece is an excerpt.
Okay.
Okay. And Zoila, can you read the first sentence? Can you read the first
Yes.
sentence?
Long before Mr. Ellison came on the scene, a devoted sort of traveler has been drawn to Lanai in search of a rugged and rural Hawaii that once was. Before the walls of beach resorts, condominiums, high-end restaurants and beaches, crawling with swimmers, surfers, and snorkelers.
Okay, awesome. Good pronunciation. That sounded great. Um, and so does anybody have any questions about that first sentence? Any questions about any of the words or the grammar? Any questions? Okay. Nihan, what's a condominium?
I was just checking it. I don't know, condominiums, like kind of a hotel or something, seashore
Sort of, yeah. It's like
facility, maybe.
an apartment buildings. So it's a
Ah,
private rooms, a
Apartment,
private
yeah.
apartment
okay,
that people rent out,
okay.
condominiums. Um, okay, what about
High
crawling with
end,
swimmers? High end, expensive. High
expensive.
end means expensive.
Okay.
Good. And crawling with swimmers, surfers, and snorkelers. What's that mean?
Crawling is kind of small steps to lying on the,
Yeah, so
but
it's what babies do.
yeah, crawling with swimmers.
So this is an expression for being really packed. So when something's full, it's crawling with people or crawling with tourists. It just means that there's
Ah,
so many people, there's no room to even walk. You have to crawl through the crowd.
okay.
Okay. And so let's read the next sentence. Wesam, can you read the, or sorry, actually, Nihan, can you read the next sentence?
Okay. After coming to Lania over the last three
Lanai.
years, Lanai over the last 3 years, I too embraced its windswept barrenness and isolation, the harsh challenges in traveling deeply rooted and dusty roads to find its beaches, trails and ruins, even the relative lack of things to do after sundown.
Good. That was great. Great pronunciation. The only small thing I saw was rutted. Can you
Ah,
repeat
rutted,
rutted?
rutted.
Awesome. Okay. Any questions on this sentence? Does anybody have any questions about anything on this sentence? What about this
yes,
word? Wesam, what's this word mean?
I asked about rutted.
Okay, rutted. Does anybody know what rutted means? Nihan or Zoila?
I don't.
Kind of scorching or really hot or something?
Not quite. So a rutted road is a little bit different. So I'm
Different.
going to get some pictures. So if you look in the chat box, you can follow a link to see pictures. But rut is just like a really deep part that's been pushed down. So in a road that has ruts, they're usually wheel prints. So the road goes down and gets deeper where their wheels are.
Okay.
Yeah. Where the wheels go. What about this word? Zoila, what does barrenness mean?
I have no idea.
Like
Okay.
desert?
Yeah, a desert would be barren, so without any life, empty.
Isolated, desolate places.
Okay.
Nothing green, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Isolated means there's no people around or there's nothing around. So there's no towns, no people, not much. And barren is more like a desert without any life. Good. Any other questions about any of these words? Any other questions? Okay. Perfect. Let's read the next two sentences, maybe. And can you read those, Wessam?
Yes. Still, our return trip in June made clear that things are changing. Mr. Ellison's presence can be felt almost everywhere. The construction at the resorts, the spiffing up of Lani City, the one-time plantation town, the talk of long-term plans for, I don't know the pronunciation of desalination.
Yeah, desalination.
Desalination plants, agriculture, middle-class housing, and even a college campus and the film festival. Everyone is watching as...
That's good.
Okay,
Let's stop there. Can you repeat campus?
Campus.
Good, campus. And lanai? Lanai?
Lanai.
Yeah, things are changing everywhere. Construction. I think that sounded good. Desalination, agriculture, housing, college campus, film festival. Good. I think that sounded good. Does anybody have any questions about this section? Any questions?
The spiffing up? Yeah.
Yeah, spiffing up. So it's like cleaning up, but also like making nicer. So when you spiff up is like to make nicer. So clean up, also a sense that you make it better, you improve. Does that make sense?
Okay, yes.
Yeah. Spiffing up. I wish, yeah, it's a really, it's not very common to find. I'm trying to think of like the connotations that it has. Yeah, to make smarter, trim. Yeah. Yeah, to make neat. Perfect. And any other questions?
No.
What about desalination plants? What's a desalination plant? Okay, it's just a place where they take salt water and make it into fresh water.
Ah.
Yeah, water and make it into...
In the station of, yes, it would look like a station for water.
Yeah, so it's like how they make water. Yeah, especially if they're an island, there's a lot of salt water, there's not much fresh water. So they use the desalination.
To remove the salt and...
Yeah. Yeah, and other things. Exactly. Perfect. And
the plants here as a factory, not a tree.
Yeah, a plant is a factory and not a tree, for sure. Yeah, that'd be an impressive tree that could desalinate the water. But good. And even perfect. What of the last sentence? Can you read that, Zoila?
Yes. Everyone is watching as the billionaire visionary seeks to change Lanai to his liking while presumably remaining faithful to the idea of it as the place to find Hawaii.
Nice. Really good work. Great pronunciation. Any questions in this last sentence? No questions?
Presumably, it's look like probably. Same.
Yeah, supposedly. Probably.
Likely.
One assumes, or imagines, or thinks. Thinks, not things. All right. Does that make sense? Does that help?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. And let's go to the next page and answer some questions. Zoila, can you ask Nihan the first question?
Niham, where is Lanai? What is it like?
I have no idea. Maybe near Hawaii or something.
Yeah, exactly. That was exactly where it is. It's one of the Hawaiian islands. Sorry. Hawaii, for sure. In search of rough and rural Hawaii that once was. Okay, so it's near Hawaii. And what's it like?
It looks like not really developed island, maybe. Kind of a lot of things to do with the construction, with the resource. I don't know.
Okay, so there's a lot of construction.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's, yeah, nice. It looks like it's undeveloped. And Wissam, does that mean you're leaving, or are you going to stick around
Yeah.
for another 2 minutes?
Yeah. No, I have
Okay.
meeting in
Well,
5
nice
minutes.
having.
Yeah, nice to
Okay.
meet with you all. So bye.
Nice to meet you as well. Bye. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Okay. And so, Nihan, can you ask Zoila the next question?
Zuela, what's happening to Lanai? What do you think the author thinks about this change?
Lanai, I think I understand that was developing, and there are a lot of different things, and I think the author wasn't agree because didn't agree because doesn't agree because he wanted to, when he wanted to find isolated place or quiet, more than insulated, quiet place, and with all these activities, new activities and constructions, etc., the place becomes too crowded for him.
Okay, so with all the new activities, the place, we'd actually say, has become too crowded for him.
Has become.
Or her. Good. Awesome. And so let's ask, Zoila, can you ask Nihan the next question?
Yes. Do you prefer to travel to resorts or undeveloped places? Why?
Absolute resource. I hate undeveloped places.
Nice.
Because undeveloped places are not really comfortable for your needs. I don't know. As I said, I already hate traveling, but if I have to, my preference would be traveling to a really fancy resort that I can find everything.
Nice. Traveling to a really fancy resort where I can find everything. Nice. Maybe we'd say I need. But other than that's great. Really good sentence. Good grammar. And so unfortunately we're just out of time. Does anybody have any last questions before we finish up class?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
It's a nice
And so
class. Thank you, Joshua.
Thank you very much. It was very interesting lesson.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Some new vocabulary about traveling.
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect. And hopefully I'll see you guys all again soon.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, have a great
Bye-bye.
day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Zoila. Bye, guys.